everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a bit different than my normal content. However, it is still book related, so do not fret. So today I'm going to be doing a flip through of my 2022 reading journal. I do have a flip through on my channel for the first half of the year-ish. It encompasses like January to May, which makes like no sense, but I didn't really have any plans to do any more flip through videos, so I was like, I don't care what time of the year it is, I'm just gonna do it. However, I do think I want to start doing these like every 6 months to show you guys kind of what I'm doing in my reading journal, even though I do kind of show you in my vlogs, but I also do just really enjoy filming journal videos, so here we are. So today I'm going to be giving you a flip through of my reading journal from May to December of 2022. This journal has May to July in it, and then I had to switch to a new one which has July through December in it. So I'm incredibly excited about this video. I hope you guys are too, and without further ado, we're gonna get into it. Okay, so I am going to start out this little segment by lighting some fun little candles here. We have the most basic little tea light, but it's like a big tea light, so that's kind of fun. And we're just gonna hope that that doesn't set anything on fire. That'd be very sad. Then we're also gonna do this one. This is a fun little pumpkin or ginger pumpkin candle. Got it from Target. Very cute. There we go. We're gonna pray no journals get set on fire today. So I do have 2 journals that we are going to be looking through today, and they are these lovely journals that I got from Notebook Therapy. However, they are different sizes, which was not intentional. I literally did this on accident. This green one showed up and I was like, why is she so tiny? But it's fine. I love this design, so I have made it work. I do prefer the bigger size, which I think is a B5 and this is an A5. Or this is an A5 and this is a B5. At any rate, the bigger one kind of works better for the spreads that I want to do, but it has been interesting to kind of adapt my spreads into this small one. But when I get another one, it will be one of these bigger ones. So we're going to go through the entirety of what I have done in this one in a second. I'm about halfway through it, I think, but I do still have some spreads left over from the beginning of the year in this black one, so we're gonna get into it. And I'm so scared of the open flame. I wanted to have like a little aesthetic setup, but now I'm like, is this going to set my journal on fire? I don't know. Okay, so I think the last spread that I showed you guys in this one was my daily Dracula spread, which, I mean, I've already finished Dracula and I didn't even follow this daily Dracula thing that I did. But I have been, like, whenever I find time, I've been filling in these boxes because it'll be really satisfying when it's done. So, however, I am going to quickly explain this to you guys because I did it in my last video and I think people were confused. So, if you guys don't know, Dracula is like an epistolatory novel, which means it's written in like letters or journal entries or whatever, and each of those like has a date on it, obviously. So, the journal entries span from May 3rd to January. November 7th. So there's this website that kind of like sends you each of the entries on that day, like they'll email it to you, and I was just kind of gonna like read it that way, but then I'd like binged all of it in like June-ish, making the rest of this spread obsolete. But I still do really like this spread. I like the title, I like the bat, I just love the colors, like, yeah. Anyway, next we have my favorite books of the year, which this is a spread actually that I wanted to kind of update in real time with you. I thought that would be really fun. So obviously I went through and I picked my favorite book from each month of the year. These are not like entirely my favorite books of the year because like I wouldn't consider Bunny to be like a favorite book from 2022, but it was my favorite book out of the books that I read in May. So I do have some little book covers over here that I'm going to fill in if I could find the correct ones. There we go. Gleam goes there, in there, and then Cemetery Boys is gonna go there. I also have this weird little tape roller that my mom gave me. I think she bought this in like the 90s, but they're just little squares of double-sided tape and it was free, so I was like, yep, that's mine now. And you know, they're not like super sticky, which is honestly kind of nice sometimes because then you can peel things up if you do something wrong, which happens frequently around here, so it's kind of handy. And then I have not completely finished my reading for December, but I already know that Ballad is going to be my favorite book of the month. And then, what is this one? I don't even think this is what I was originally using to do these little, but it's fine. I am going to be doing like this basic layout again in my setup for 2023, but I'm gonna put it at the beginning of that year instead of just like randomly in the middle, because I had the idea for this spread in like May, and obviously I would like to have it at the beginning because that just makes more sense. So next up, I really like this spread. This is like a books I'm currently reading spread. So I had like little progress bars, which I think is a lot of fun, and then books that I wanted to start soon. So I did another one of these, and I just think they're really fun to kind of see what my current thoughts are, where I was at in the book, and I also had like a little predicted rating for it, which I think is really cute. Oh, there's Strange the Dreamer. I put a predicted rating of 4 stars. That book got a 5 stars, my friends. Then I did like a little May title page. At this point in time, I wasn't really doing title pages, so this was kind of out of the norm for me, but I do really like this, and I think it's really fun. I put like a little TBR for May. I only read 4 of them. Actually, you know what? That's more than half, so I'm gonna consider that a win. So I like that spread. And then this one, I just didn't do. I was gonna write down all of the books that I read like on each day in the summer. I made it, you know, 7 days and never continued. However, I do really like how the spread looks. I just wish I would have, you know, done more of it. And then I have a Shatter Me spread that I was gonna do, and then, you know, didn't. I just don't think I knew what to do with this space here, because this is gonna be like writing, but like whatever. Then I have more books read in 2022. I found these stickers in some of like my childhood things. I think they were either to like a Polly Pocket or a, no, there was like another one with like bigger kind of dolls, but I don't know, but they were really cute, and I really like the paper color. Obviously this is like a very small portion of the spread, but I just really like this title. Oh, then we have a spread that I did for SHINee, who is a K-pop group that I was listening to a lot over the summer, and I wanted to make a spread for it because I liked the colors a lot and I thought it was fun. Then we have a little classics page, because obviously I actually put like a little classics TBR in this envelope here. We can open that and see how it's going. I've read 2 of them, and I'm pretty sure when I made this page I had already read these 2 books, so we'll hope to cross some of those off in 2023. Who knows though? But I was mainly inspired by this quote from, it's either from A Tale of Two Cities or Great Expectations by Charles Dickens, but it reads, "You are a part of my existence, part of myself. You have been in every line I have ever read." And I was like, wow, what a quote. It's so, like, I love that quote so much. And it really makes me want to read whichever book this is from. I'll figure that out at some point in time. And then here's just like another books read in 2022 spread. Something I also want to do with like these book cover spreads is put them in the beginning of the year instead of kind of interspersing them throughout. I just feel like it'll be easier that way, although I don't know how I'm going to, you know, predict what number of pages I need for it, but like I'll figure that out at another point in time. Also, this one is not completed. Like there's still room for, I don't know, like 3 or 6 more books or something, but this was around the time when I started my new journal, and I wanted to start in that one instead, so the impatience won out. Then I had a reading tracker, which I stole from Cass. She has like an entire spread that she does for the whole year. I started this in July, and then I never filled it out. So this is not something I'm going to be doing in my next journal, but it was a nice thought. It was a nice thought. Then I have just a little quote page. This is a quote from Clockwork Princess, and it says, "Life is a book, and there are 1,000 pages I have not yet read." Love that series. I have another quote page in here somewhere, I think. If I can find it. Here it is. Yeah, there's another one. This is from Clockwork Prince. This one's from Clockwork Princess. But I love both of these pages, and I think they are very fun. And then I have a Summerween kind of spread. I don't love this spread a lot, but I did want to make a spread for the readathon. I just wish it had been better. I also didn't do a recap for it, but Summerween was great. Like the readathon itself, top notch. This spread, just not so much. And then this spread I love so much. This is my spread for Dracula. Obviously, I found some fun little gothic and vampire-y pictures on Pinterest, and then I have this like really cool cover, which I would love to own this edition of it. I'm gonna go look for that edition later. And then I wrote like some thoughts, and I love black, white, and red as a color scheme, so like obviously Dracula fits the bill. And then I have my very last page. Yes, well, there's like this weird back page with like a random line on it, but this is my last page where I did my journal in review, where I have like stats, Like, you know, date started, date finished, days active, which I think is funny, and number of spreads. I don't know why I did that because I didn't count them. And then my favorite types of spreads. I did some thoughts. I did my favorite little thingies that I put in my journal and my favorite spreads. So there we have it. There is this journal incomplete. I do have like the first half of this journal already on my channel if you want to check that out. But I love this journal so much. It was like my first proper bullet journal and my first like foray into like having a nice book journal that I love to keep up with. I cherish this thing so much. It is incredibly thick. Like, look at that. She's been through it, but I love this thing so much. So we are bidding farewell to her. She has served me well. And now we are going to get into my baby journal. It looks so tiny. So this is, I think I already said, this is from Notebook Therapy. It's just a little bit smaller, but you know, we learn to work with it. So this is my title page for this journal. It literally just says Reading and Life Journal. I have a start date, and when I finish this one, obviously I'll put the end date. But I really like this. I like the simplicity of it, and these cute little dragon stickers are like perfect for this. I love them so much. If you guys also love them though, I will have the Etsy shop where I procured these linked below. It might be Cass's Etsy shop. Love all of her stuff. You guys should absolutely go check it out. But yeah, it's just cute, you know? Then my very first spread is my little reading tracker spread with the book spines that you fill in. I love this spread so much. I got this idea from Mandy Journals on Instagram, which you guys should also go check out because all of her journal spreads are so pretty. I love them so much, and she does something very similar to this, but I also wanted to do something like this, and I think it's really fun. I also made mine kind of fall themed, even though I think I set this up in the summer, but I just really wanted it to be fall. So we have like pumpkins, and there's like this little bat garland and a poorly drawn crystal ball, but I still think it's cute. So all of these book spines are color coded, so like every color means it is a different format of books. So like the black ones are books I own physically, green books are books I borrowed from the library, which there are a lot, which I like to see. Orange is ebooks, and then red is audiobooks. So I love this spread so much. I have done another one for 2023 already. I just need to like color it in and whatnot. And I like, this is absolutely my favorite spread in this journal, hands down. Next up, I just have another books read in 2022 spread. This is pretty, it looks like all the others basically. Then I have an August title page. In this journal, I did start to do title pages, but I wanted to keep them very simple, very, you know, easy to do, so I would want to do them each month, but they do kind of like switch up as to what I have on each of the title pages. But for this one, I went with a little letter theme, and then I also have this little envelope here where I wrote the books that I read that month. So good stuff. Is this when I read Strange the Dreamer? There she is. And then we have like quotes from, ooh, the Queen of Nothing. Oh, the most iconic quote by you, I am forever undone. That's the best one. And then we have some stats. Obviously my favorite book was Strange the Dreamer, and my least favorite was Crescent City. I'm so sorry, Sarah J Maas. But my average rating was a 4.38, which is so good. I'm very happy about that. And then this is another spread that I need to update. So this, oh wait, I already have that there. So this spread is for my book club that I run with my bestie Cass. It is called Wyverns and Words. The link to the Discord is down below if anybody wants to join. But I decided to do a little spread documenting all of the books that we read every month. So we are up to 7 now. No, we did 6. We're on to 7, which is Name of the Wind, which I need to put in here. Oh, I also need to put my rating for Daughter of the Moon Goddess. So I just really like this spread. It's a very visual way to see all of the books that we have read for our book club. There we go. Where'd my pen go? Here we are. And I gave Daughter of the Moon Goddess 4 stars. Okay, I just realized like all of the stuff I had laying over here has been absolutely demolished. We're just gonna, does that look better? Sure. There it is, updated, very cute. Next up, I have this spread from when Cass came to visit me in August. These are just like a bunch of cute pictures we took together, and these are screenshots from the vlog that I posted from that day, and it is just one of my favorite spreads. I love this one a lot. Mainly because of like who's in the spread, but I just think the layout of it is really cute too. Then I have a very special spread to me, which is my 10,000 okay, my 10,000 subscriber spread that I did. Obviously, when I hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, which I love documenting when I hit like milestones because I like writing down my current thoughts at that point in time. It makes me just incredibly happy looking at it because it just reminds me how thankful I am for all of you guys, and I do have ones for 20k and 30k in here as well, which I will show you later. Next up, I have a September title page. This is very low effort because, you know, this picture takes up the whole page. But I do have like a mini TBR, which is like 50%, not too bad. And then we have favorite book, which was Cemetery Boys. Least favorite book was The Struggle, which is the second book in the Vampire Diaries series. And my average rating was a 4.28, so pretty good. Then I have a little August photo dump. Shockingly enough, there's another picture of Cass on here. This is our iconic oatmeal selfie, which does make its way into this journal at another point in time. And then I have like thoughts written in here, but it's really hard to get them out, so I'm just gonna leave them there. But these are just like random pictures from August of 2022. Then I also really love this spread, which I feel like I'm gonna say about a ton of spreads, but this is my fall to watch. So I have movies, TV shows, and books, which aren't really things you watch, but like it's close enough for me, so like it's fine. But I did just want to keep track of all the things that I wanted to watch in the fall and make sure that I did watch them, which I think I did like a decent job. If you want to know, I think my favorite one that I watched out of this list is, where'd it go? Oh, here we go. Sleepy Hollow. I loved that movie so much. Big fan of this spread. Then we have my 20,000 subscriber spread. And then I also have like little, I think those are milestones or goals. I don't know. At any rate, those will stay there. Then I have another books read in 2022 spread. The title on this is questionable. It's a bit messy. So for this one, I ripped some pages out of a blackout journal that I have and I put them in here so I could do a little bit of a white gel pen on a black page situation. And then here is my October title page. I have a mini TBR, even though there's like 10 books on this list, which I read, you know, 6 out of, which is not too bad. I have some favorite quotes, which I don't even know what these are from. Oh, I think some of these are from an Enchantment of Ravens, like the moon frosted everything like a dream. What a quote. So I read 17 books in October, 3.33 average rating, which isn't great, but, oh, these are backwards. My least favorite book was Horseman, and my favorite book was, honestly, just all of the Vampire Academy books. Big fan. I also love these stickers. I got these from like a little scrapbook shop where they sold a bunch of like vintage sticker sheets, and I love vintage Halloween stickers so much. And then I have my Vampathon spread, which is a readathon hosted in October by a slew of lovely ladies here on BookTube. I had such a fun time doing Vampathon. There's a whole little bingo board, and I did indeed get a bingo. I was so close to getting another bingo there, but like it's fine. But Vampathon was so fun. I had such a good time doing it, and I'm so glad that I have a little spread to commemorate it. Then I have my fall TBR, which flopped. Nobody's surprised. However, I have read 4 of these. I just ran out of room to put bats down here to fill in, but the rest of these did not happen. But it's fine. I do still really like this page. Like all of the brown tones and then the pop of orange with these leaves. I love also this like little stamp that I got. My favorite thing ever, and I can't wait to bust it out again next fall. Oh, then we have a random blank spread because like these journals kind of have some spreads that stick together down here and it really bothers me, but you know, the rest of the time it's fine. Then I have another books read in 2022 spread, so it's pretty basic. I made it Halloween themed because almost all of these books, actually like all of these books are good for fall. So this is my November title page, which looks suspiciously like my fall TBR, but I think I just really like the style and I wanted to do it again. So I again have a mini TBR, which this is not mini. However, I did do a very good job at it. Like, I'm not too mad about all the books that I checked off of there. So, read 13 books, average rating of 4.03. My favorite book, I couldn't choose, so I put Twilight/Gleam. Love those. And my least favorite book was A Far Wilder Magic. Then I have another spread of books that I read in 2022, and this is another spread that we get to update together, so that'll be fun. Honestly, one of my goals for 2023 is to just go get a tape roller. I used to use like the ones that you could find at like basically any craft store that are like really small and plastic, you know, where it's like a continuous line of glue, but I just haven't wanted to pay the money for it. However, I am getting sick of tearing off these tiny squares, so hopefully I can manage to attain that one measly goal in 2023. Okay, so there is that. I will put in the star ratings for it later because writing sideways seems like a hassle right now. But this is actually very unfortunate that this spread is completely filled up because I'm in the middle of a book that I think I'm gonna be able to finish by the end of the year because I'm filming this on like the 27th, I think. And I literally need room for one more book, but there's no more room. So maybe that book will get its own spread because I don't know what to do with it, but I'm not gonna not put it in here because it's a very exciting book. Next, I have a wrap up of all of the stuff that I managed to watch in the spooky season. I also found this cute little like trick-or-treat poem thing that I found at, again, that scrapbook shop with all the vintage stuff, which I just think is so cute on here and I love it so much. Also, these bats are also from Cass's Etsy shop, so common theme running along through this journal, but it doesn't stop here. It just keeps going. But again, just like a wrap up of all the books I read, TV shows, movies, all that fun stuff. Then here is another of the books I'm currently reading and books I need to start spread. So the sad thing is there are like 4 of these books on this spread I still have not finished. I'm still in the middle of Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms. They will be finished at some point in time, but apparently right now is not that point in time. I gave up on Our Violent Ends. I'm so sorry. Anna Karenina, I knew it wasn't gonna happen anytime soon anyway. And then books I need to start, which 3 of these I have started, still really need to read Anatomy. Then I have one of my December title pages. I really like this one a lot. Obviously I don't have anything written down there, although I should have some fave quotes at this point in the month, but I do not. So whether or not that actually gets filled out is another question. Then we have my December kind of TBR and books read. The TBR is not going too well. However, the books read, I mean, it's going decently well. These are rather high ratings. I'm pretty happy with that. Next up, I have a very fun spread, which is a spread that I did for all of the just dumb pictures that I have of me and Cassandra. This one isn't dumb, like this is actually a cute picture, but the rest of them are very stupid. Like our oatmeal selfie, which, yeah. And this is my favorite one. The tomato Cass, absolutely top tier. I also decided to put a little picture of Silas, who is the little dragon that Cass gave me for Christmas, and he's just so freaking cute. And I had to put the Wyverns and Words logo next to him because it felt right, and that is the book club that I run with Cass, so it makes sense. And then, what's after this? Okay. I have my 30,000 subscribers. I keep saying scriber. Then I have my 30,000 subscriber spread. Because, yeah, I really love the theme of this one because obviously it happened, like, in the winter. So I went with this, like, fun blue paper. These really lovely winter potion stickers, which are, again, from Cass's Etsy shop. It sounds like I'm just a walking promotion for her Etsy shop, but at this point, it's kind of true. But I do love these stickers a lot. I think they're really cute. And just, again, thank you guys so much for 30K. Making this spread was, like, weird because I was like, that's a big number. But just thank you so much. And then I think this next spread is the last spread. Yes, we have arrived at the last spread. So this is my top books. This, like right here, it did say of the year, but it looked really ugly, so I covered it with this paper. If you see like any out of place paper in my journal, just know that it's probably covering up some writing that looks really ugly. So take that as you will. I used more of these little winter potion thingies on, like, I made it like a shelf. I think it's kind of cute. I wish I had more shades of blue so this could be a little bit more interesting, but it is what it is. But overall, I do really like this spread. I have like my top 6 books here, and then I made like a little fan kind of shape of my honorable mentions as well. So there we have it. I do have like one more spread that I need to do. I don't even know if you can read that, but it says reading stats. I'm gonna put like my end of the year reading stats on here, like number of books read, longest book, shortest book, average rating, that kind of fun stuff. But it's not the end of the year yet, so I have not done it yet. But then, after that, we get into my 2023 spreads, which I'll give you like a little peek at my reading tracker for 2023. It looks the exact same as the last one, except it's flipped. Because I was like, I don't want to make it quite the same, just a little bit the same. And then I have just like other things planned out, so yeah, that is the end of my journal. I'm gonna blow that out because it's been stressing me out for like 40 minutes. Honestly, I love talking through my journal spreads. I just think it's a lot of fun, so I really hope you guys enjoyed too. And I'm going to send you guys back to me to do the outro. So Bye. Hello, hi, welcome back. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Honestly, I had such a good time filming this and I really hope you guys enjoyed it too. I'm definitely thinking that I want to do more journaling content on my channel. Not like too much because obviously this is still a reading channel. However, it is like my reading journal, so I think it makes sense. So I'm definitely considering doing a video where I set up my like beginning of the year spreads for 2023. So do let me know if you guys want to see that. However, I think I'm just gonna do it anyway. So be on the lookout for that because I'm really excited about it. I have already started doing some spreads, which I think I showed you one of them, but I have done a little bit more and I'm very excited about it. So if you did enjoy, please do let me know down below. Do you keep your reading journal or do you want to start keeping a reading journal? I would definitely recommend it. I feel like it makes reading like even more fun because you get the satisfaction of putting a tiny book cover on a piece of paper when you're done with it. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go and I will see you all in my next video.